Hi folks, Chucky coming at you from Rothrock State Forest, central Pennsylvania. I'm on a mid-state trail. It is a trail that goes Maryland to New York, and this is a little section that I've adopted for trail maintenance. And as you can see, I had some storm damage over the past couple storms that came through, so we decided to clear it. My little buddy Acorn, Ryder, my grand puppy. And if you can hear Kylo off in the background, that's our Beagle Basset that is looking for something, and he doesn't know what he's looking for, and I don't know what he's looking for. So, I just wanted to stop and show you. I actually found this is called a bicolor bolete. I just got into hunting boletes and gathering them last year. They're kind of fun to get into. They're definitely not for a beginner, but they're a lot of fun because of the fact that the way you have to identify them. The first thing you do is you look underneath. Of course, it's a spongy surface. There's no gills, okay? And it just feels like a solid sponge. And they are just very meaty, okay? Depending on the kind, very delicious. Sometimes just the meatiness is all you're eating, just to fill you up in a survival kind of an aspect. But this one here, I find to be very delicious. Thank you, Ryder. Over here. There you go. All right. And flavorful, meaty, so it's one of my favorites. Now, the boletes, the first thing you want to do, don't care what kind of bolete you find, take a bite. You spit it out. If it's not bitter, it's an edible one, okay? Or it just ain't going to hurt you as far as the, whether it be tannins or whatever kind of things that make them bitter. Doesn't mean they're poisonous, it's just the bitterness is going to give you such an upset stomach and intestinal distress, you ain't going to want to do it again, okay? The red, they say stay away from the red. However, this one here, it negates that whole theory. The redness of this one would tend to have most people go away and not harvest it, but it's one of the ones you can harvest like that. And they say if it bruises blue, you shouldn't. If you look at the way I've been handling it, it's all bruising blue, but it's not a solid blue. It's not a mass of blue. It's individual, just a little bit of blue. And this one also negates that theory. But that theory is a good thing to remember. If you're a beginner, just don't try it, okay? But with all mushrooms, what I wanted to show because of this, the way it negates some of the theories and everything, if you're going to take a chance, be smart about it. Do your research. Thank you, Ryder. Here we go. Do your research. Get a field guide. Have books. Talk to people who's done this before. Some of the YouTube videos that I watch are Mushroom Wonderland. Excellent. Learn Your Land. Very good. Anna McHugh, love her, and The Mushroom Show. All of those have been integral in me learning what I know today. Along with that is, don't ever just take this. I'm going to say, you know what, this is a good one. This is going home. This is going in my omelet. But if I sit there and say, here, Chucky said, go ahead and take this home and eat it, it's an edible one. You don't want to necessarily do that. You still want to do your research. You still want to try all the steps. Do a spore print, okay? Do the cross section. It turns blue, it's red. Do I still want to take a chance on it, okay? This is all leading up to, yeah, it's a bicolor bolete, so I am going to take a chance. I'm going to try some. And what you try is this. Do not try the whole thing, okay? Try this. If you have no stomach upset, cut the rest of that puppy up the next day, put it in an omelet, put it in whatever food you want to do it. Make sure you cook every mushroom thoroughly. There is not a mushroom you want to put in raw. Not only because it could give you intestinal distress, but there's a chemical in here that is just like shellfish, to where we don't eat the shells of the fish. There is a chemical in mushrooms that once it's broken down, it releases all the goodness, all the good chemicals and everything that are in it, all the good trace minerals, all the nutrition gets released because that is broken down now, and then we're able to digest it. So do not just take anybody's word for it. Here's a bag of chanterelles, take them home, I eat them all the time. Doesn't mean that you're going to be okay with it. Some people can't eat peanuts, right? All right, use that as a guide. You might have some susceptibility to something in mushroom, and or mushrooms are great filters. You could be having something in the ground in that area that they're filtering out. And they're excellent for that, for our environment, because they're going to get rid of some of that. They're going to use it, they're going to expel it, and they're going to get the ground back to a normal, safe ground. However, they're going to hold some of those toxins. So it can be any mushroom in any area If somebody poured a quart of motor oil in there, as some people will do, it could be bad for you. So don't just take anybody's word for it. I want you to do your research, get your references, talk to people, be safe out there. One thing I don't ever want to tell you is, yes, you can eat it. Don't take my word for it. Good luck.